Hey guys, today I'm going to be working on the first of my 3 Halloween charm swaps. I'm going to be taking the Holtz Ideaology paper dolls set. There's like tons of these little die cut vintage images of people, and then I'm going to be using these little rectangle blocks. They're 1 3/8 by 1 3/4 by 3/16. As you can see, they're a good size for a charm, I think. So I'm going to be working on this, kind of exploring as I go. I've got some stamps and some stamp pads, some different things. I've got my soldering tools over there. I may end up doing some soldering on them. I'm just going to see how the day goes. I'm going to play a little bit. It's been a while since I've really kind of felt the pull to create some art, so I'm really kind of excited to do, these small projects and try to get back into the swing of things, because I miss that part of myself. And hopefully, if anybody out there is having is struggling to get back into the swing of their artwork and embrace their creativity, hopefully, you guys can get back on that train again, because it really is a good feeling for you to create something with your hands. So today I'm going to be playing, and I will show you clips as I go. I'm not going to just run a full long video showing this, but I'll show you the different parts as I decide them. So I'm going to get in here and get my fingers into some fun stuff and play a little bit and have some fun with it. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've chosen the images I want to use from the Holtz Ideaology paper dolls set, and I have painted the wood pieces black on both sides. I did have a little bit of an issue with a couple of them bowing up, like the wood has started to bow because it got a little too wet. I added a little bit too much water. So be careful of that if you're doing anything like this. Next, I took an old Stampin' Up. This is like a 2005 Stampin' Up stamp. But you can use any kind of background stamp just to add a little bit. I thought about using the words and then went with the numbers, because I'm making some little witch charms in it, trying to keep it like scientific and stuff. I'm using this paint by Bree Reese. I love this paint. I have a couple of different colors. I use the black for the black. This paint is an acrylic paint, and it is pretty thick. It's a heavy body acrylic. It's nice because you can just use a little bit and you can thin it down, water it down if you want to. It's decently priced. I don't remember the price right off the bat, but this silver is actually a silver. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some sparkle happening with the silver that is now on this. You can't really see it on the camera, I don't think, but it does have some sparkle to it, and I really like that. It's not just a silver color, it's got some sparkle. Not to say that it has glitter, it just has a nice realistic silver look to it. But I love all of her colors, and it's just really easy to work with. Very good for covering things over. If you don't want, background images or words or something coming through your mixed media, if you want to block out some of the background images, this paint is really good for doing that. So the next step I'm going to do, I'm going to turn all these into witches. So I have to trim each one to go onto the background, the wood background, and I have to make them some hats. They're going to have some witch hats. I'm not sure, I haven't decided what color yet, so I'm going to look around and see what I got, and I'll get back to you and show you what I'm doing next. Okay guys, so sorry, I forgot to record a step, but I just took some thick black paper and I cut the triangles out for their hats, I glued them on, and then I took a black permanent marker and drew on the little details for their clothing. And then I took a white grease pencil, this one right here, China marker, and went around the edges of the hats, their little witch hats, so they have a little bit of detail to them. And now I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do next, so we'll get there in just a minute. Okay, next up I decided to put some glitter on their witch hats, just because, you know, glitter makes everything better. I used the American Crafts giant jar of glitter. It's a black glitter, it's real fine, and I went ahead and just glued a little bit on there using some Aleene's tacky glue and a little tiny paintbrush that you could get in there with. So I'll try to figure out what I'm going to do next.